That's right.
So are we live?
We're live.
Oh, wow.
Fart in your face. Fart in your face. Everybody wants to get a fart in your face. Yeah. Get
Oh
a
my
fart.
gosh.
What?
All right, let's do a clap.
Like this every time.
Shall we do a clap? I think we should.
Okay.
You like claps? I like claps.
Yeah.
Let's just
In
do
your
it.
claps.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was lovely.
That was a lovely clap.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
I think we're finally getting this down.
We have
Press
the
the
clap mastered.
Yeah.
Yep.
The clap.
That's right.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to episode 414 of the Player One podcast for Monday, October
too many.
13th, 2014. Yes, it is too many. I'm your host, Chris Johnston. With me, as always, are two guys here. One from California, Mr. Filthy Evolved, calling in from California.
I am calling in from California. Actually,
That's
I'm
statement.
Skyping in.
Well, that what?
This is
Now
a sponsored. This is a sponsored portion of our show.
Skyping is now a generic term for all.
No, this is Skype is paying me to say their name on our show.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then.
You know,
And
full disclosure.
from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Mr. Gregory J. Seward.
Hello.
Hey.
The
So-
thanks for savings.
Yeah. So I gotta apologize for the audio loud bad, and the loud music that apparently started between segments.
You kids and your loud rock
Suddenly.
and roll.
Yeah. Apologize for that last episode. That was bad. Anyway, it was late. I wanted to get the podcast done and to everybody, and that happened. That
But
happened.
you know what? You know what,
What?
CJ?
What?
It's free. They're getting it for free. Don't apologize for anything. You owe them. You owe them nothing. If anything, they owe you.
Gotten this show for free for the last 8 years.
Yeah. What do you people
8
want?
years
what?
of this.
Friggin' turn up the music this week, CJ. Blast it even louder.
As long
Put
as
down
it's Culture Club again.
Yeah.
You like
I was
that?
inspired, by the way.
The rock
I
music.
love when we
at the
end on
end.
a hard rock note.
True. All right. So hey, Vib Ribbon.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I'm not going to keep... That's a good thing. I'm playing something right now, and I'm going to keep playing it.
What? Does Greg hate Vib Ribbon?
I don't hate it.
Man, he hates Vib Ribbon. He hates Musu games. What
Do you
does
not
this
like
guy
fun? Do you not like fun, Greg?
Continue your talk about Vib Ribbon.
Anyway, yeah. So Nana Onshaw's
Unsha.
PS1 release. Did this come out after Jammer Lammy? I don't know. Anyway, that's not important. That's not important.
What is
What
important?
is important is that this is finally now officially out in
After
the
like
US.
what, a decade and a half or something ridiculous?
Yeah, after 14 years of
Is it 14?
probably. It was a
Okay.
PS1 game, so yeah, late 90s.
Yeah. PS1. That's
That would be
the
even more than
PlayStation
14 years.
Oh, sorry, yes, PlayStation 1, the first
for
generation.
the kids listening at home. This is the
Yeah, I'm
original.
confused.
This is the original 8-bit PlayStation.
Yeah.
That your parents probably played.
Yeah, so this is a music game by the creator of Parappa the Rapper
It's a PlayStation 1.
and
Yes.
Jammer Lammy.
Yes.
It analyzes your music CDs.
And what was that? What was that old iPhone game? Was it even an iPhone game? Was it just an old cell phone game? What was that cell phone game?
What in the world are we talking
What are you
about?
talking about? A game
Nana
that
Oshima.
analyzes your music and creates
Yeah.
levels? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You're talking about like Audio Surf?
No. It was a Nana Unsha game. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm not sure that ever came out. I think
I'm pretty. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
anyway.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Not
you
important.
Keep talking. Yes, it is important.
Not important.
Because-
What is important is that Vib Ribbon
this.
is finally out in America,
Yeah.
and
I have questions.
it's a fun little game, 4-button game. Yeah.
So the big selling point is that this analyzes your CD, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
How does that work now?
So if you're on
you
the
put a
PS3,
CD in your PS3.
if you're on the PS3, yeah, you put a CD in there, and it does it. If you are on the Vita, you are screwed. You cannot.
All right.
Yeah, you have to deal with the 6 tracks that are on the disc
Do
already.
you have a lot of music CDs?
What's
Hmm?
that?
Do you have a lot of music CDs?
I only buy music on CDs. I like to actually
The way God intended, not vinyl.
I don't go in for this digital. You own the license to play it a number of times the studio wishes.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know if you know this, but MP3s you buy from Amazon and iTunes don't have DRM.
I
True.
I don't believe
I don't know
this.
if you realize that.
I don't believe it.
That's
But-
true. I mean, if the government can bring down the towers, then
Oh
they
my
can
goodness.
control music.
Wow, you're one of them, huh?
Really?
No.
Oh, Musica. That's what I'm thinking.
Musica.
Masaya Matsura's Musica. Not actually a. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. Came out, it was an iPhone game. Came out in 2007. That's what I was thinking of.
Wow. 2007? That was before the App Store.
Huh?
2007 would have been before they released games on iPhone. Just saying.
Oh,
Anyway.
wait, it was for the. Oh, yeah. It was for the click wheel. It was not for
Right. Okay.
it was
iPhone. Yeah.
It
Then
was
that
iPod. Musica.
iPod click wheel.
I have that game. I have that on my old, incredibly old. Who's it's called?
Yeah. iPod.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? I
Oh,
don't.
then-
I don't think you can even if you have it on your machine. I don't think you can download those anymore. So keep that if you have.
I'm selling it on eBay.
Amen, brother.
You
That's
should
the
just
case.
like all of those phones with Flappy Bird on it when that got.
Yeah. Hey, my phone has a tiny Death Star on it right now.
Oh.
Which,
Why can you not get that now too?
That Disney
got
killed
pulled.
that off like a
So
week
they're
ago
doing
with
a
that.
favor.
With that. What?
I hate those games. This tiny.
What?
Why do
You
you
didn't like Tiny Tower? Tiny Tower was
No, I
good.
hated it.
So it's so no one can play if you don't like it? Is that how it is?
Yes.
Is this
Greg doesn't like fun, as we've established with his
Greg
like of Vibribbon.
I
throwing?
didn't say I disliked Vibribbon.
Well, you said you were going to go ahead and play something else while we talked about it.
Yeah. That's
Greg?
how much interest I have in it. I don't dislike it.
When did you decide to back Gamergate?
That's worse than my Two Towers comment. It's not really, but
Actually, it was the twin tower. The two towers was Tolkien.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. What were you?
Was it?
What did you think I was?
Oh no, I
And you
figured you were Saruman and everything.
Saruman.
Yeah. Anyway, so Vibribbon,
Yeah.
the vector rabbit music
Vector
game.
Rabbit. Vector Rabbit.
Vector Rabbit. That was,
Boy,
if
my
it- if it-
my kid really digs Vibribbon.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
He likes Vibri?
He wanted to play Vibrib. He comes up to me and he wants to see me play it. He wants to just watch the little tutorial song. It's pretty fantastic. Yes.
The music in Vibribbon by Laugh and Peace
Yes.
is excellent.
Yes, it is.
And it's J-poppy-ish.
When I was over
Yeah, a
in
little.
Japan,
Yeah.
I bought the soundtrack. to
Isn't the game its own soundtrack? Kind of, though, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you put the game in your CD in CD player and listen to it?
Yeah. As long as you skip track 1.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. It also had the soundtrack for it was
Now Phil can put the soundtrack CD in when he plays Vibribbon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It can analyze it,
Hmm.
and
It's interesting.
yeah, and it has
Oh.
the Vib Ripple soundtrack as well, the inferior sequel.
Favorite ice cream flavor.
All right. They did a
Yes.
sequel that was based on like email messages that you sent, right?
Something like
For
that.
PS2.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
There were
awesome. I really like
there
that.
There were a couple sequels too. Wasn't there one that was like the kind of the ink
What?
that funky Japanese ink style?
I
Like
thought that was
Okami.
VibRipple. We were just talking
Was that
about.
Dribble?
I think so. That was
You guys
shown.
are selling
I
this
think
game
it was
so well to people, by the way.
yeah, exactly. That was the same year at TGS they showed that Kuma Uta game, right? Where it was like
Oh,
the
yeah,
sea
yeah, the
polar
ka-
bear.
Karaoke Bear.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh no,
So,
no.
anyway, VibRibbon.
CJ,
Yeah.
I believe you're thinking of Mojib Ribbon, or are you?
Right. Okay.
There was
You're
Mojib Ribbon.
right.
There was Vib Ripple and Mojib Ribbon.
You're right. What was VibRipple then?
Vib Ripple, like Greg said, was the flavor of the month at
Yep.
Baskin Robbins.
All right. Then.
And Raspberry Swirl throughout. And
All right. Anyway, VibRibbon is a runner.
it's a runner. It's
Analyzes.
was it the first Infinite Runner?
Yeah, by today's standards, yes, it's in the runner genre. It is a music game where it analyzes either the music it comes with or the music you have on CD and creates levels based on that. It's 4 buttons, and you make Vibri do whatever those actions are to get over obstacles.
Mojib Ribbon, which focused on rap music and calligraphy, and Vib Ripple, which was similar to Vib Ribbon, but instead used digital images loaded into the game to generate the levels.
Oh, interesting.
So, okay, describe the gameplay for people who haven't actually played this game. They've been hearing for years that this was one of those great games that was left in Japan, and oh god, I wish they bring it here. And
Yeah.
so, okay, tell
Something-
the good people why they wanted to play this game.
Something happens on the screen, and you press a button, and it does it, and it's not very good.
So what?
What?
It's not very good.
Rose-tinted glasses, my friend.
You're right. It is not a very
I know
complicated
Phil's joking,
game
but I agree with
at
you.
all. The other thing, I watched a commercial. I
Yeah.
watched a commercial for the game in Japan, and this thing was 4,800 yen when it came out. Can you imagine paying that much for? Was basically a runner.
Well, didn't you pay that much for it when it came out? Didn't you import it right away?
We're not talking about me.
Just imagine.
Imagine that.
Heck,
Yeah.
I bought it used over in Japan for $6 or $7.
Yeah,
So I got the nice used copy.
I don't think I bought it right when it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure let's have a re-release
Had
when
it pretty early on.
Man, you're gonna throw your chain there backpedaling so much. Be careful.
That's right. Anyway,
Goodness.
it's a fun little music game. It was like $5 if you got
it's-
PS Plus.
It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm game.
I think
You
it's
know,
a game that
fun.
people cared about because it never came here.
You're partially right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a fun little distraction.
It is like every other rhythm game from that era, where you have the little on-screen prompts and you press the corresponding button
That's
to
correct.
to get past that particular prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Gameplay-wise, it is no different from Parappa or Jammerlame. The difference is in the presentation, and in this case, it is the minimalistic vector visuals mixed
That's
with
right.
the upbeat and infinitely charming music. So
is a
suck
good
it,
description.
Stuart.
Yes.
So there you go.
Anyway, available now on PSN. And
like,
supposedly they say they're trying to get it working on the PS4
Yeah,
too. So
it's like $4 if you're a Plus member.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You know what? Care about this conversation? My race in Motorsport Manager has 1 lap left to go, and we're just finishing up, so this is perfect.
Hey, that's still a great game, and it's on sale, by the way.
What, Motorsport Manager?
Yeah, I think it's on
Yeah, it's
sale
awesome.
for the next week or so on iOS. So,
Yep.
Motorsport Manager, get that stuff if you're into racing. Anyway,
You have a stake in that one, CJ?
no,
Does
I
it
don't.
all-
I just think it's
No.
a really well-designed app.
Yeah,
It's great.
really well done.
It's weird.
I bought it and mainly only to support the design of it. It
Yeah.
looked great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well done. Anyway, Ubisoft.
Ubi.
So I think a producer got in some hot water this past week
That's what I call a sticky situation.
for saying that they were going to lock the Xbox One and PS4 versions of Assassin's Creed Unity to 900p and 30 frames a second. Specifically saying that they wanted to bypass all of the controversy over resolution.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's not enough. That's not enough P.
That's not enough P. Yeah, needs more Ps.
Mm-hmm.
So the internet went wild.
As it is wont to do.
As it is wont to do. And Ubisoft came out with a response.
Yeah.
It wasn't the response I don't think the internet wanted to hear. But, yeah, that, why would they want to hold... It was basically, why would we hold back the performance on any of these games? The reason is because there's so many animations that they have to do, and the CPUs on both systems just aren't powerful enough to get it at a constant frame rate. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason, I guess. I don't think anybody's happy with that.
Ubisoft really has a lot of trouble with animations.
Yeah.
First it's animating women, and now it's just animation in general.
Yeah.
Ubisoft might want to stick to
development
text
is,
adventures or something.
Serious business. Oh, yeah. And internet punditry is serious business, too.
So what do you think really happened here? Speaking, you all have development experience. What do you think really happened here? Why are they both 900p, however many frames per second?
Well, here's the problem.
One should so clearly be better.
When you have a series that is on a yearly schedule, as Assassin's Creed is, I think it's a matter of streamlining that development process. That if both are locked to the same specs technically, then they can get them out in a timelier fashion.
Yeah.
I don't know. That may not make any sense, but
yeah. For me, the question is if you're developing on one for one platform and you're porting to the other, which is most likely how it's happened.
Right.
Normally, if you've got a little bit more power,
you do it
on one or the other. And, well, it's not even a question of doing it. Sometimes it kind of takes care of itself.
Right.
Not the resolution side of things, but just it'll perform better on one than the other. And maybe that's what's going to happen. But yeah, for me, I think
it probably still will happen.
I'm guessing. Right. Yeah, I'm guessing the Xbox One is the lead platform, and it's no small matter to make it run better. And I'll say that, and then a week later they'll release the high-res patch for the PS4 version. But,
yeah, you never know.
But it's just what a weird way to handle that. I don't even know why they would come out and say anything, to be honest. But
yeah, although
it's okay.
The thing about it is that people are so fixated on this resolution stuff now. They're so fixated on it, and it's a detail that not if you're talking to a PR person is. They're unlikely to get you the right answer. They're unlikely to even know or care about that, right?
You know what this controversy needs is a catchy name. I suggest Resolution Gate.
That was what it was called last year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling it that again this year.
You know what? 2013.
You know what? Okay. I'm calling it Resolution Gate, but this time I also would like people to threaten Ubisoft with violence.
Well,
don't actually do that.
No, don't do that. No,
don't.
We could call it 900p Gate or just P Gate.
P Gate. There you go.
Oh man. I had to shut down my P Gate. My apartment manager found out and was not happy. The mess. The mess.
Oh. We've gone to a strange place, so I'm gonna attempt.
It's only
to pull
strange the first couple times.
So NBA 2K15, I think, is that?
It's
what it is?
terrible.
Oh my god.
What's that? What's going on with this? I saw this on your thing.
So there's a face creator
Okay.
where you can put yourself in the game, and it's a player creator tool.
Okay.
And for some people, it is
So great.
really, really not doing a very good job at all, to the point
Really?
where it's just really distorted. I have no
If you
idea
want-
what is happening.
If you
Where-
want
where-
a great example of not even the distortion, but the fact that the whole thing just doesn't seem to want to work, Owen Good,
Yeah,
is he working Polygon now?
he does. Yeah.
Yeah. Owen Good of Polygon, he released a video on YouTube last week of the game trying to scan his face, and it is, I don't know, for this, it's 5 minutes, let's say. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but it's just him going through this. It shows a little green square or a little red square on the screen.
Yeah.
And there's a voiceover, and you can't hear him. You can only hear the voiceover, and the voiceover is saying, fill the square with your face." And you put your square, you put your face in the square, and then it turns green. It says, "We are now beginning to scan your face for we lost your face." It just keeps saying that over and over and over again. And the best part about the video is that he's totally calm about it. He keeps moving the camera around, and he keeps moving his head around and trying to get a good angle, and it constantly gets his face and then loses his face. And like I said, if it's a 5-minute video, at about like the 2-minute 50 mark, he just loses his shit. And you can't hear him, but you can see him just cursing at this thing like crazy. And then he calms down and he continues to do it for the next 2 minutes.
Oh.
He never is successful. I mean, it's hilarious.
That video got on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes, it did. That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
And then
Yeah.
the other great video I saw of that this week was Vinny over at Giant Bomb. Did you see this one, CJ?
No, I didn't.
He had scanned his face in, and I haven't seen the whole video. A friend of mine showed me this clip of it though, where they have his model, and the face scan looks okay for him, and he's got like this scraggly beard, right? So they're moving the model around, and you can get a better look at it and stuff like that. And Vinny's like a bald white guy with I think he's bald with a scraggly beard in this video, and they go down to the option to remove the beard from his face, and when they turn the beard off, the entire model switches to like a generic black character model. And like the best part is he's totally deadpan. Goes, "That is not what I look like without a beard."
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's just one of those things where people tend to think about games in the technology in 2014 should be infallible, right? Like Smash Brothers Online on 3DS. It's 2014. Why does this have so much lag? Face scan in this game. Like why can't it get it right? It's great. I love it. Some of those look absolutely crazy and horrific too.
Yeah, like
It's amazing.
eyes and things like that. And
If you've not seen some of those, just do like a search on Twitter for NBA 2K face creator.
yeah.
Okay.
You'll see some good stuff. So Nintendo announced that their Smash Brothers GameCube controller adapter. At first, I think they said on their website that it would be compatible with other games, and they've since amended that statement to say, whoops, no, it is not going to be compatible with anything else other than Smash Brothers for Wii U. So, a lot of disappointment
Well.
around about that, but I mean, the whole reason they're doing it isn't only because people like the GameCube controller. The reason is people like the GameCube controller with this specific game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did we really expect them to create, GameCube controller support for Mario Kart 8 out of this?
Yes. I don't know. This is the most thought I've given it since they announced they were doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's disappointing. It would be nice if you... I don't see why they couldn't, because, I mean, they support the Pro Controller in a bunch of different games. I don't know that the buttons are one-to-one, but, well, I guess they would be,
Right.
because the GameCube
No
controller...
Z, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, is it that it'll just never ever work with anything else? Like it's locked, or can developers support it? Because if they're still leaving the option for developers to support it later on, then that's okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's Nintendo though, so don't count
Probably not. Yeah.
on it. Yeah. Let's talk about Drive Club.
Oh man, let's talk about Drive Club.
So Drive Club, the social racing game from Sony, where online is basically the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? Had some server problems. For
No, it
one
didn't.
thing.
It didn't had some server problems.
It it has server problems.
It has
currently.
server problems.
Yes. And so they decided to delay or hold off on releasing the PS Plus edition, which was going to be the free version of Drive Club that you could also then pay like $50 and unlock if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So they decided to delay that.
Yeah, I don't understand how. I mean, I would see like the first day maybe having server issues because that still seems to happen a lot. But
Yeah.
really, at this point, you know, you announced this game 2 years ago. It hinges
Mhm.
on the social aspect.
Entirely
How in the
on
world
aspect.
are your servers not ready for this? Like, apparently, I heard that it's acting like the server. It's like a DDoS attack or something like
Yeah.
that, or
Denial
that's
of
what it's acting
service.
like. It's everything's pinging the server so much that it's killing the server, and it's like, you know, they have to not release the PS Plus version because there's no way. I mean,
It'd just be madness.
it would be millions of people hitting the server at once, a server that can't handle what they've got so far. But I mean, how
From
are they
paying
not ready
users.
for that? Why didn't they do like
Yeah.
a really full-fledged beta of this and like
Yeah, that's a
release
good
the
point.
free version and use that as a beta test? What?
That is a really good point.
You know?
This is the era of beta tests. Why did they not do that?
So
Hmm.
there's that, and I mean, I was going to talk about this in what you've been playing with. We're talking about it now, and my theory as to why they didn't do a full-fledged beta of this is the game wasn't finished. The game's still not finished, as far as I can tell.
Hmm.
It's so totally underwhelming, especially for
Yeah.
a game that was supposed to be launch, and now it's a year late. And
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't look like they spent that year. I mean, I'm sure they worked very hard that year, but I don't know if they just threw out a bunch of work and started over or what, because it falls short in so many areas. The control or the handling is nice. I do like that. The car AI is terrible, but we've kind of gotten used to that. Although I feel like the Forza stuff has gotten better with the whole Drivatar system. Although I don't totally buy what the Drivatar system, what they say the Drivatar system is, but the AI is terrible. There's no dynamic weather, which was a selling point, which they've been showing at trade shows.
That's right. They've done videos on that.
It's not in there. It's just not in there. Like,
Right.
So you know, and the tracks they're not completely empty. Somebody pointed out that I was wrong about that. Yes, there are a couple people, you know, here and there. But in general, you're driving through ghost towns constantly, so it's barren. The tracks are pretty, but they're barren. There's no life in these tracks whatsoever. It's very like 2005 in that regard. I mean, I would say GT6 has more interesting trackside stuff going on than this game does. GT6 on the PS3, and not let alone, you know, the Forza games have. Like Horizon is ridiculous. There's people all over the place. That the world feels alive, right? And this, it just doesn't. And audio-wise, all the sounds sound muted. The soundscape is really limited.
Somebody posted on our forum. Somebody posted on our forum. I think that the soundtrack, like music, is turned off by default. Is that true?
Yeah.
What?
That's so weird.
But then the thing is that people that I've talked to that turn the soundtrack on, somebody on our forum actually mentioned that they turned the soundtrack on, they turned it back off because it sounded like it was the same song looping over and over again. Although I don't know if that's the case. The car.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. The roster of cars is limited to European cars and nothing else. So there's no Japanese cars, no American cars in the game. Which, again, is not a huge deal because I don't think they ever came out and said it was going to be anything different. But, you know, it's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
And then the front end too. It's not hard to navigate, but it's just boring. The game's just boring. Like when they announced this game 2 years ago, they announced it as a passion project, right? Like they had the guy on the stage and he's saying, "This is the game that Evolution Studios has been wanting to make for 10 years. We
Was it actually 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago?
PlayStation launch
So
event.
it was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I guess. Either way, this is the game we've been wanting to make for 10 years. We trademarked the game 9 years ago. This is like they were passionate about this game. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And, we've had car games like that, like Forza is like that, Gran Turismo 6 is like that. And one of the things that those two series do is they really celebrate the cars.
Mm.
And you're kind of expecting that with Drive Club, and you're not getting it. Like, when you win a car, it's just a 2D image of the car. There's no fanfare involved. Nothing. It's like, all right, you won this and this. Click X to continue. And it's like,
here's a picture of the car.
Really? And it's like, okay, now you're on to your next race. And then on top of all of that being underwhelming, the online doesn't work. I can't join a car club. I can't start a car club. There are cars that I can't race because I haven't joined a car club yet. And none of the leaderboards work. Like it's a mess.
It's amazing. That is amazing. And I guess you can only have 6 people in your car club. Was that a thing that was known before this thing came out?
Yeah, and
it seems ridiculous to me.
I don't know if it was known before it came out. I'm kind of two minds of that because I understand why. Because I think the race limit is 12. So the idea there is that you can get 2 full clubs competing against each other in a race and in a challenge.
Yeah.
Sense. The fact that it's only 12 people is a little bit disappointing, but I do understand the reason behind it. I think that it's a little bit it's not enough, whereas in Forza Horizon 2, I think the number's like 1,000, which is way too much.
Yeah, it's 1,000.
So, I like to see it in action. I don't want to pass judgment on whether the clubs are too small because they don't work anyway. So, I don't know if it feels right or not.
That sucks.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah. They should have done a beta.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Outside of all I can think of is the game came in hot, and they just weren't ready to have a beta, and they still had to launch.
So, friend of the show, Joe Fielder.
Yes.
Former Irrational Games employee, has a Kickstarter going. He and a couple of folks from Irrational Games, then not with Irrational Games anymore, which are the BioShock people, for those who don't know, are doing a game called The Black Glove, and they are looking for funding. And I'll link to the Kickstarter in our show notes. It sounds like a really interesting project, for sure, and it's going to be an interesting game. Very narrative focused. So, what's that?
I said cool.
Did you say something? Cool. Yeah. Yes. So I'll link to that in the show notes. I'm not going to describe it. I would do a terrible job. But watch the video. Look at the screenshots. It looks very cool. It sounds super interesting. I backed it. So then you know it's good. It's got the CJ seal of approval.
The top of the yarn ball.
Hey now, climbs to the top of the yarn ball. Exactly. So there's that. Also, a friend of the show, Dan Shu, got a new job. He is the latest person to move from editorial into the industry. He's working at Sony now.
Did you see the picture of him that was going around Twitter today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I guess he also fell down,
he
face planted.
Blacked out or something?
Seniors fall all the time, but
yeah.
I hope he's okay though.
Yeah.
I heard that he wiped out on his snowboard or something and looked like that, but
yeah.
What? No, he mentioned that he blacked out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was more worried after I found out why.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I assumed it was a snowboard accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
So please get well, Shu, and go to a doctor and find out
seriously
what's wrong.
Get that checked.
Yeah, please. Please
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be just blacking out
Yeah.
while you're
Definitely.
walking around.
Also, if this is your first week coming up at Sony, you're going to want to retake that ID badge picture after.
Oh my
Little-
god, that was great. That was like his file photo for the rest of his career.
Definitely going to want to retake that. That's for sure.
Oh man,
But yeah, best of luck at Sony.
yeah.
It's a very cool shift.
Although really, it kind of brings into doubt pretty much everything he's ever written.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
All that stuff about Gears of War, I don't believe any of it.
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. Really, that A+ for the Gears of War, after all that criticism, kind of throws that review into doubt.
Wow.
Just saying, man.
All right. So let's move into what you've been playing.
I'm already
Okay.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
Are
just
you
kidding.
really?
No. I think look at what else I wrote here.
You got Forza Horizon 2, Hyrule Warriors. You want to talk
played
about
Hyrule Warriors.
And
so
I watched your video, by the way,
yeah, what'd you think?
which didn't include the I guess hour-long wait for a system update.
No, that was only the stream. That was for people who watch live.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta keep on top of those system updates, man.
yeah.
No, you know what? I think
That one gave you
I'm doing the Lord's work because I'm chronicling how ridiculous it is to just put in a game and try to play it nowadays.
Yeah. On any system.
You know, on my Genesis, I just plug in Aladdin, press power, and go.
Yeah. Any other
Yeah, but why don't you
system?
want to?
You want a patch?
That was just for you, Phil.
Thank you.
There you
You're
go.
welcome.
There you go.
Yeah, so I played Hyrule Warriors, and
Yeah.
it's really pretty.
Yes, it is.
what else can
I
say about it?
heard some sounds of enjoyment
No, I did enjoy myself
Nah.
on that.
in that first level.
Yeah.
I only pressed the whatever the equivalent of the X button is on the Wii U gamepad, something like 4,000 times.
Yeah.
So I'm not
You
tired.
chose Zelda controls as well, which you actually
the
brought up a
difference?
really, really good point that I had not thought of.
Well,
So
yeah,
you
the fact
boot-
that you turn the game on. Okay, what kind
Yeah.
of control scheme do you want? Zelda or Muso,
Muso.
I guess. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, what's
or Warriors.
I don't know
Yeah.
what the difference is.
Yeah, they don't tell you the
say what
difference, which was kind of amusing.
They expect that you're gonna know because
Yeah.
Muso games.
You're either buying this because you like Zelda or because you like Dynasty Warriors. So.
And I went with Zelda because of that, right? It's like, okay, well, I exactly what you said. I bought it because of Zelda. I'll
Right.
play Zelda controls. I
It
guess.
only moves like 2 buttons, right?
I don't know. Does it? I didn't. I mean, I looked,
Yeah,
but
it
I don't
only
remember.
buttons.
No, it's still a Dynasty Warriors game, and I'm afraid
Yes.
that I'm going to get sick of it. And I also think, Phil, you're crazy when you said that enemies and allies don't just stand around when you're not playing on easy mode, because I was playing on the default setting, and the enemies and allies were just standing around 90% of the time.
Okay.
This is true, they do.
Well, bump it up.
It was extremely
up.
easy to mow through the 1,500, 2,000 enemies I destroyed in that first level.
They dumbed it down because it's got a wider audience appeal this time.
Okay.
Hmm.
But no, I
does.
did like parts of it. I mean, it is very Dynasty Warriors, which I knew that going in. I love, and I'm saying this having only seen one level. I love sort of seeing a different interpretation of Hyrule, and like the visuals. I mean, the style, the visual style. It's very interesting to see, all the different characters not in a Nintendo game, but sort of.
That and also the location.
interpreted. Yeah, exactly, like castle and all that stuff. So
Yep.
I'll keep playing it. The boss fight was fun. The Dodongo.
Yep.
The Dongo.
But yeah, I'll keep
Yeah.
playing it. I'm not.
How
I'm
much
not
of,
smitten or anything.
How far are you, Phil?
I'm still plowing through the branches. I didn't get a chance
Okay.
to play a whole lot this week.
Aha. I got into the Ganondorf stuff because you play as Ganondorf. Spoiler.
Gee, thanks.
Spoiler.
Okay. Ganon's in the game apparently.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
now I know.
Yeah, now you know. And that is awesome. I love the tables turning and you playing as the evil side.
What? I didn't know this.
It's very cool. You didn't
You
know
didn't
it?
No. Jay?
Yeah. What?
Put a spoiler warning on that when you.
Although it's a Musu game. You play as everyone.
But I don't.
You play as everybody. Yes.
Well,
Just like I didn't know what Warriors and Zelda controls were. I don't know.
well,
I don't
the
know this
one
stuff.
plays like Dynasty Warriors.
People don't play your crappy games.
The other plays like Zelda games.
Yeah.
I don't know. You seem to be enjoying that crappy game.
I didn't say that. I said I was going to continue playing.
I am enjoying
Enjoy
the
it
hell
more
out of
than
it.
Dip Ribbon.
I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
No?
It's fun. It's super fun. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So, and I'm probably pretty close to the end.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah.
Like the end of the game or the time where you just can't play anymore?
End of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, it's good though. I enjoy it. I may actually end up buying the DLC. Who knows?
No, you may. Let's be honest.
I may.
You're buying the
Sure.
DLC.
I'm not. I'm not.
You're
I'm
sure.
not decided.
You're sure.
Decided.
You know what
All
you're
right. You want to talk about Forza
Downloadable
Horizon 2?
content I can pay for. I'm buying it.
doing. Nah.
More game content?
For a
Sure.
Nintendo game? Yes.
Meh.
I do like though. You can have alternate costumes for the.
Greg really liked that
Because
one.
it's so true.
Alternate costumes for the characters, right? So,
Yeah. You can.
yeah, if you register on Club Nintendo, you get the Ocarina of Time
Do that.
Ganondorf.
Get a couple Ganondorfs out. Yep.
Yep.
To do.
There
I
you
haven't
go.
registered that or Smash Brothers.
If you had purchased the
Oh.
game at GameStop, you would have gotten the exclusive Ganondorf on Golf skin, where he's down on his knees.
It's clear though.
Yeah.
It's clear that he's walking on his knees. Is
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, he falls over, and it's amusing.
yeah.
It's making me wish that I had like every episode of the Carol Burnett show on DVD
Yeah.
at this point.
Or just
What?
the many VHS volumes of Dorf on Golf.
I didn't really like Dorf on Golf, but I loved him.
Dorf goes fishing.
I loved him when he was playing opposite Harvey Keitel. on the
When
Carol-
are those coming in
the
Netflix?
funniest thing ever.
When?
Wait. Harvey Keitel?
Not Harvey Keitel. Oh my God, Harvey Korman.
Wow. That'd be a completely different.
You know the best part? I wanted to call him Tim Curry when I first started talking about this, and I was
Dorf
like, I know that's not his name.
Tim Curry and Harvey Keitel, the classic comedy duo.
Oh my God, why has that comedy duo never happened? Tim Curry and Harvey Keitel. Let's make it happen. We need to.
Man, I missed the Carol Burnett show.
Let's make it happen. I smell a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho. All right. Forza Horizon 2. You want to talk any more about that?
Well,
I'm a
it's
big
still
fan
awesome. It's better than Drive Club.
of Jennifer Lawrence got that Mama's Family spin-off, right? Was that her?
It's over, Phil.
No! We're going through every cast member.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, Phil, you want to tell us about what you've been playing?
Oh, Jesus Christ, CJ.
Well, I thought you might want to.
Hey, you know what?
What?
You know what? You know what? While you're updating your Wii U, you know what? Came out for the Wii U this week. It's a
What?
demonstration game.
Yeah.
They had a demonstrative portion of a game released that you
Which
can.
one's that?
That would be the second Bayonetta game, which
Yeah.
is going by the title Bayonetta 2.
And how is Bayonetta 2?
It's friggin' awesome. Holy poop. I loved the original Bayonetta.
That'd be a great box quote. Holy poop!
Holy
Exclamation
poop.
point.
This game is neat. I
This game is nifty.
I never said that. Let's not go too far.
Hmm.
I loved the original Bayonetta, as I have mentioned on this show.
You
more
may
than
have.
once.
Yes.
And I was certainly very excited for part 2 because I really enjoyed the first game, as I've mentioned on the show before.
And just about 5 seconds.
And having played the demo for Part 2 now, I am even more excited, if you can imagine such a thing.
Because, he was a fan of the first game.
I was. I mentioned it on the show a couple of times.
You've had to consult a doctor because you're so excited for this game, right?
Your frothing demand knows no end.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. It's just insane and crazy nuts, and you should totally download it and give it a try. I don't want to really say anything or describe anything about what happens.
I might stream the entire experience of downloading it and installing it.
It's not a
People
huge.
would watch that.
It's like 700 megs or something for the demo, so it's not super huge. And
That's what she said.
yeah, you and your 700 meg penis
File?
What?
I don't know. So, and it's
So there's that.
maybe a 20-minute demo or so.
That sounds like 19 more minutes than I want to play Bayonetta.
That's weird, man.
Honestly, I've never actually played those games. I'm just kidding.
Bayonetta's great.
Saying I hate games you like, that's all.
Bayonetta is great.
I played the demo of the first one and couldn't get into it.
Why not?
Too much hair.
Just didn't like the combat. Just couldn't get into it.
What? How could you not like the combat in that? It is a fantastic combat system. It's a really, really good
It's also
combat.
Platinum Games, so
Oh, right. I forgot
What does that mean?
CJ hates Platinum Games.
You hate Platinum Games?
I don't care for any of their titles.
Really? Have you tried Bayonetta? Bayonetta's really good.
Yeah, I played the demo of Bayonetta. Yeah. Didn't like it. No, sir, didn't like it.
No, sir. Didn't like it.
It's really, really great game. Really cool combat system that rewards skill over button mashing.
Well, good thing they released it for Wii U. So many people will get to experience it.
Well, that's not that's not my concern. My concern is
Actually, it wouldn't have happened if Nintendo hadn't funded it, right?
exactly. So I am delighted because the demo's outstanding. I'm very, very excited, and that comes out what?
This
Wait, is it on your calendar?
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the calendar because I forgot what day today was. Yeah, it's like 2 weeks, right? It's
Yeah.
like 2 weeks that comes out. Ooh, man.
You know what else comes out in 2 weeks? Sunset Overdrive.
You are thinking of Samurai Warriors 4,
Okay.
which comes out on the same day as Bayonetta 2. I'm not going to know what to do with myself.
Sounds like
Oh
the worst
my.
day ever.
I'm not going to know what to do with myself.
All right, then. So Bayonetta 2, you're
involved, I'll tell you
very
that much.
excited.
So Bayonetta 2 is
excited.
fantastic, and CJ, you're dumb for not liking it, and Greg, you should download it and give it a try
Well,
because
maybe I'll
Actually.
download the demo and give it a shot.
you should.
Maybe.
And you know what? It's worth downloading the demo because it's like I said, it's not a terribly long demo, and it's worth it just for the crazy, over-the-top experience of it. So,
Okay. I'll
yeah.
take your word for it.
And
I'll download it.
I don't know if you heard this, but you get the original Bayonetta when you purchase Bayonetta 2. It's a bonus.
have heard that. Yeah.
It's a bonus. And you know what? I'm going to play through the original one again. What do you think about that? Try and stop me.
Congratulations.
Good for you.
It'll be
That-
It'll be a good break from the tedium of the next Dynasty Warriors game.
Hey, now, don't be mean. That challenge goes out to everyone listening. Try and stop me.
Stop you.
Try and stop me. I will play that first Bayonetta again. I dare you. I'm at me.
All right, what else
I'm
are you
right here.
playing?
Why do you even
I'm
let him
playing
talk, CJ?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Jeez.
Who?
Hey, you know what else
Let's
I've been
move on
playing?
from Bayonetta.
You know what? Have
Move on.
you seen Bayonetta? I'm a fan. As I
heard.
am. You know what? You know what? I'm also a fan of
What's that?
a delightful little video game critter
Mhm,
who
mhm.
has starred in a few low-profile games,
Mm.
Pikachu?
and
Both on
Pikachu.
console and mobile.
Pikachu.
And yes, console and mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And I've really enjoyed his games, and this past week he's kind of made the big time with a game that is being distributed for free to members of PlayStation Plus. I refer, of course, to Spelunky, who is now available on PS4 for Plus. No, Pix the Cat. Pix the Cat.
Yeah.
So is Pix the Cat something I should have known?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Like I said,
No.
he's been in a few, smaller games. What Pix in Love Rush was the iOS
iPhone
game.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe it's also on. Did they bring that out
360.
on? Was it on 360? It was on
They
like
did
PSP too, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did a maybe PSP Minis. They did a
Yeah.
couple games. Either PSP Minis or at least one of them was in the Arcado series on Xbox Arcade Indies.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's been in a couple games, and the games are actually. I've really
Quite
enjoyed
good.
all of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
good.
somewhat simplistic, but very kind of old school arcadey. They have the kind of retro graphics and usually a lot of fun little graphical nods. Like it'll be designed to look like a Game Boy game, like the old
Right.
green and multiple shades of green and stuff like that. But this new one, it's kind of a weird blend of like it feels kind of like Pac-Man Champion Edition
Yep.
crossed with
Say it.
Snake, crossed with
yeah.
Licky, crossed with your mom.
I thought you were gonna say Choo Choo Rocket.
No, I was going to say Choo Choo Rocket.
That's what I've heard.
Weeks and
It
I
is.
don't get that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Pac-Man Champion Edition, Flicky, Choo Choo Rocket, and the old Snake game.
Yeah.
And it's tons of fun. I'm really enjoying it. CJ, I saw you're playing it as well, right?
I am. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, it's again, it's a kind of little arcade style score attack game
Mm-hmm.
with it's got some really cool visuals to it, and it has that same kind of the strategy is quite a bit like the Pac-Man DX Champion Edition that came out, where
Yeah.
you really have to. You're trying to find the ideal way to get through a maze to
Yeah.
collect these little baby ducks or whatever, and then return them to them homes. Them homes that y'all see up there.
Yeah.
Dots.
Uh-huh.
And
Tell us
it
more.
is it's free. It's free.
It's
It's
free.
cross-buy.
It's free if you have PSN, although isn't it like $17 if you're not PS Plus?
Yeah, which is
Which
pretty
is a
darn
little
pricey.
odd.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of
that
bucks.
seems
Kind of
seems
crazy.
seems too expensive for that particular game, especially
Hmm.
considering all the previous games by these people. Was it Pasta
Then
Games?
cheap. Yeah.
Pasta Games, yeah. Usually their games are not terribly expensive. So
Right.
to see one that's knocking on $20 is a little odd.
Yeah, although it is cross-buy, so there's
It is
that.
indeed
But
cross-buy.
in general, cross-buy compatibility hasn't come into play when
No, not really.
in regards to price, anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
no. Cross-buy on PS4 and Vita.
Yes.
There is no PS3 version of this,
Yes.
nor PS2 or the original PlayStation.
Well, that comes
For clarity's sake.
Can I play it on my PlayStation TV that comes out this week?
I don't know. Probably.
I assume you probably can.
Probably. But
I'm not buying a PlayStation TV, by the way.
you are.
we'll see.
No
next
plans.
time.
I'm sure I eventually
No,
will.
I
No
like
plans.
how I'm not going to has turned into no plans.
I eventually will.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't plan to before Wednesday, certainly.
Oh well, that is true.
This past week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have PS Plus, I highly recommend you download Pix the Cat. Not only is it free, it is a very good game to boot.
Yes.
You mean like startup?
Do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Good. I
booted
like
up
that. Yeah.
easily. Yeah. No excessive loading times, no crashes.
Yeah. No, cannot
important.
communicate with the server, so screw you. You can't start a club. Nothing like
Nope.
that.
Nope, nothing like that. Something like that. Although it's weird. I think the soundtrack is set to off by default, which seems like a really odd
It's
choice.
one song they loop over and over again anyway.
Yeah. It's really weird.
See,
All right.
it's a good
game.
Go with that.
No.
That's it. That's all I've been playing.
All right. Well, hey, we've already talked about what I've been playing.
Yeah, well, we already talked about all the other stuff I was playing.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors and what was the other thing I said I was playing this week?
I want to download the demo for
Devil
Fantasia.
May Cry.
That,
Do what?
that is out now.
Which one?
Fantasia for the Xbox One.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a
man.
demo for that?
Well, there's a demo. Yeah, it came out today or yesterday, and I've heard it's good.
You know what
In
sucks?
the demo, you can only play half of a song or something, but they
Really?
have a fairly large number of songs for the demo. So,
You know what sucks?
what's that?
The Genesis Fantasia game.
That's true. I hear there are
will give you
warlocks in
that.
it.
What's that?
I will give you
I hear
that.
there-
That sucked. That was terrible.
I hear there are warlocks in it.
No, that's World of Illusion.
Did you know
Oh,
that game was
right.
apparently taken off the market?
Which one?
Fantasia.
The
There was
Genesis
some controversy around that. Yeah.
What? Why? Because it was crap?
No, it was apparently this was the story that was told by Tom Kalinske, and I want to say it was either Sega Nerds or Sega Bits, one of their podcasts. Apparently, Sega got that license and released the game, and right after they released the game, Roy E. Disney was running it at that point, I think.
Yeah.
Said that no, Walt never wanted that property to be licensed out, and they
Really?
took the game off the market.
Really?
Yeah, like immediately, apparently.
Well, I'm glad
I
we're
had
getting
never heard that before, but
Well, Roy E. Disney is gone, and now we have Fantasia Music Evolved.
there you go.
Well, I should hang on to my copy of Fantasia then, because it's probably worth a mint.
And if you watched the most recent episode of Generation 16, you know they got the Fantasia license in the same deal they got Dick Tracy and Castle of Illusion.
Really?
Oh yeah?
It was all part of one big deal.
Was this in the most recent episode?
Yeah, episode 13, where you learn about Clax twice.
Yeah. I was too busy learning about Clax. I must have forgotten that.
I can't blame you.
detail.
Yeah.
There was time for Clax and little else in the 90s. That was the problem. That was the problem. There was time for Clax and only Clax. So
I see.
get with it
Anyway.
or...
Demo
CJ?
for Fantasia.
CJ?
Yeah.
You haven't watched the latest episode yet, have you?
I have
No.
sorry to say.
The latest episode is like
That hurts.
I should get on
not terribly new at this point, is it?
No, it's like a month and a half to 2 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like and you know, Seward, you know I mean this because I don't particularly like you, but I really like Generation 16.
I appreciate that.
I really,
You know
really
what? I
do.
appreciate it because I know you don't particularly like me.
See?
So I know that that's coming from a place of absolute truth.
Right.
Yeah.
It hurts
True.
you. Hey.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So how about that Fantasia demo, CJ? You played it?
I did not play it, but
Okay.
I
It's like-
heard good things.
What-
Anyway.
So you can only play half a song?
Yeah.
Is it okay? So Fantasia game, and this has been gone over. It has like modern pop songs, but it also
That's
has
right.
some classical music as well.
Correct.
Okay.
Really?
Do we know what song is in the?
Wrecking Ball? Is Wrecking Ball in it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Really?
No, there are several songs on the demo.
Well, like I
don't
said,
know
it
what
does.
they are.
It has classical music in it. So
You should download the demo, Phil, or find somebody with an Xbox One and make them download it.
I'll download it right now for my Xbox One. You jackanape.
Yeah. Well, Stewie can download it.
Mm-hmm. I will download it after this.
Download it and send me your system so I can play it.
Well, it's a Canadian system. You probably couldn't play it on your American television.
True.
yeah,
Actually,
you
we
guys
don't
have-
the same.
You guys
yeah.
have PAL, don't you? Yeah.
All right. I think
Actually,
that's a good spot.
Microsoft should send me a system. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use Power as a podcast. Someone from Microsoft send me an Xbox One.
Okay.
So there you go. Let's
I think that's
see if that works.
I think that's a good place to end this episode.
Actually, about 5 minutes earlier was a good place to end the episode.
Hey,
probably.
I'm telling you, as soon as that Crackdown hits,
Ah,
And you were going to be begging for an Xbox One.
then I'm really starting that. Yeah.
turn the screws on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. And hey, if you have a comment or would like to ask us a question, maybe direct that to @P1Podcast on the Twitter, or go to our internet website at player1podcast.com. There you'll find blog entries and Generation 16 episodes and a message board where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so. Don't worry. It's okay. We have a way to do it. It's
Yes.
very easy. You just go to player1podcast.com on your internet browser.
Hmm.
You can subscribe to us there. Or we have a special partnership with Apple Computers. You can go to the iTunes...
That's
Write this down.
Huh?
iTunes Music Store. And there you can subscribe to our podcast as well. Oh, and you know what? While you're at the iTunes Music Store, you can also invest $1.99.
Cheap.
It is. It's really cheap. And with that money, you can pick up the Player One Podcast iPhone application, or app, as the kids call it, because they don't have time
to be over at this point.
to say say words. That gives you one-touch communication with us via email, via Twitters, via the what have yous. You also have all of our episodes, all of them, all 400 and ready to stream
Yeah.
right to your listening device. And hey, Android cell phone telephone users, Player One Podcast is available for your listening device as well for that same $1.99.
Also cheap.
Yes, indeed. That's right over there at the Amazon Android Marketplace.
True.
We are also on Stitcher. You can give us a like on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can join our Steam group if you want to become Steam buddies with us. Just look for Player One on Steam, and you can see us record most of our shows live on the YouTubes. Just go to youtube.com/P1Podcast. We also have archives of a lot of our recent-ish episodes as well. And what else? Is that it? CJ?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Phil.
I know. Greg?
Yo.
Greg?
Yo.
Thank you. And are you still accepting money for your charity work?
I am at extra-life.org/participant/Seward. I'm at $1,715 of my $2,000 goal,
Awesome.
with a little less than 2 weeks to go. So please go donate if you can. And tune in to twitch.tv/Seward on October 25th at, I want to say it's 8 a.m. Eastern, to watch me play a bunch of old video games for 24 hours straight.
That is going to be cool. Are you aware that that is like the 8th anniversary of this podcast as well?
That's why I'm doing it.
I think we went out on the 26th.
We got to figure
Really?
out how you're going to fold this into the 8th anniversary episode that weekend, because I will not be able to.
We'll have to get a bunch of guests to watch your
What are
stream.
you talking about?
Talk about it.
I figured you would just join us while you were streaming.
Yeah, why
if
not?
you like.
Do the
could do that.
show on your
Sure.
stream. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. Let's do
We
it.
could be watching
I'm
and
not
rooting
against
you
it.
on.
We could totally do that.
That's
Also,
a whole bandwidth.
Also visit generation-16.com
thanks.
Absolutely.
to watch some fantastic videos about the 16-bit Mega Drive system.
Yes.
True.
Um,
Processing.
I'm just about ready to start editing the video of the latest one, although I want to use the new Adobe suite, the one that you actually pay for monthly. So I'm only going to do a 1-month subscription, so I want to make sure I have absolutely everything ready by the time.
No, you know what? Hold on here. Let me I'll get a torrent going for you.
Okay, well
problem,
let's
no problem.
let's talk after the show.
Yeah, no, we'll sort it out right here, right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't pirate, kids.
Don't
But
copy
they'll
that
do it
flop.
for
There we go. Don't copy that, Floppy. It's true. Okay, is that it?
It is. Next week we're not going to do a regular episode.
What?
Sorry. No, sorry. I'm on vacation
We're doing.
this week.
We're gonna do pants
That
free.
means
Pants free.
that means no
Hands-free?
podcast. Although
No podcast.
No,
I want
we
to say. I
have-
want to say before you say this,
what?
Phil. I hope
Yeah.
you're as insulted as I am that CJ didn't even bother to ask us if we wanted to do an episode without him.
Yeah,
That's true. I
And
didn't.
every time we do that, it's a disaster. Notwithstanding, he never even bothered to ask.
Yeah.
True. I didn't.
What happened there?
Ouch.
Do I still get paid for next week?
As per usual, your usual
Okay.
rate. No, we have an interview with Cameron Kunzelman. He does a blog, Tumblr thing called Reading EGM, and
yes.
Stuart and I sat down with him for a Skype conversation, and we'll turn that into an episode for next week. And it was really great. Cameron was a really interesting guest. So yeah, it was
Cool.
good radio, and you will hear that next week.
Cool.
Yeah,
So professional. We're advertising the next episode. We know what the content is.
Yeah.
that's right.
We have hit the
Weird.
big time.
Oh man, so I don't have
True.
to show up next week.
Everybody wins.
This is great.
Everyone wins. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
So yeah, next week you'll hear that.
Cool.
All right.
See
We'll be
everyone
back
then.
in 2 weeks with another real live episode or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
Whatever we're calling these things.
Real Housewives of the Player One podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea too.
Yeah. Do you ever
Do that.
ever put together that DeLorean Lego set behind you there, CJ?
No, I have not.
CJ.
What's the point of buying a Lego set if you're
Yeah.
not going to assemble?
I just haven't
There's-
yet. Come on.
It's like,
Not play them, but I can't buy
Come on.
I mean, that's
That's an episode. That's it.
that
Next
is-
week. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.